Cleveland as the crowd looks to cheer on the Cavaliers. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. The Dallas Mavericks, they come in off the loss to the Golden State Warriors.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. It looked like they were just going through the motion.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. A drive by Garland. Pass to Mobley. Kicks it out to Markkanen. The offensive rebound. Outside Garland. Second shot opportunity. It's deflected. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And Greg, as we near the end of the regular season, some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs, and the lottery teams sometimes ready to call it a day.
Well, a lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games do count.
Got a hand on it.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
There's Garland. It's rebounded by Doncic.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Outside Garland. Looking for Allen. He gets it there. It doesn't go for him. And it's Dallas the other way. It's deflected. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. One word you can use to describe Jared Allen, Greg, is efficient. He doesn't waste his chances at the offensive end. I mean, like ever.
He's very smart with his shot selection. But don't let that take away from his defense. Allen takes a lot of pride in protecting the rim.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff.
Well, Kevin, in this one, it sounds like he's leaning on the offense. He's identified a few matchups where he thinks they have an advantage. But he said it has to come down to execution. A plan is just an idea unless it's carried out. Well, guys, it's up to the players to do just that.
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
Yeah, and we'll see how it reveals itself, that plan. If the theory is proven right, they'll have a nice foundation to work from.
Back to Powell. Excellent D there from Allen.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Down low. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
For your powerhouse dance team.
Substitution.
All right, fans, that was the powerhouse dance team. Make some noise.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. And that's a foul called on Davis Bertans.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul. They double him with Green. LeVert with a wide open look. And another miss by Cleveland. Here's Brunson. His three-pointers off the mark. Wallace with it. Defended by Dinwiddie. LeVert up top. Over Green. Cleveland moving it around. The open look here for Sexton. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Dinwiddie drives in. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And so Sexton will bring it up for Cleveland. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
Now, here's Mobley. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Mavericks ball. Checking in for the Mavericks, Frank Ntilikina.
There's 45 seconds left to play here in the first. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie's got his second basket of the game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Love. Tries again. And he sinks the layup.
Yeah, and his offensive rebounding numbers have dropped off a little bit the last few years, but Love still works hard down low and gets his share of putbacks.
Now here's Dinwiddie. And that's collected by Love. Pass to Stephens. Mavericks with the rebound. Fast break, Dallas with 1 on the clock. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the
Powerhouse Dance Team. Fans, your Powerhouse Dance Team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too. An absolute bully in the lane. Nothing the smaller defender could do there.
Allen. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
Darius Garland with
Allen's
the assist.
got his second basket of the night.
Boy, good touch inside. I mean, Allen does have a nice-looking shot, but he's really at home near the hoop.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Okoro shot is off. Mavericks leading by 4. Pass to Dinwiddie. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Screen by Allen. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Osman. Sinks the triple.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly, sometimes, you know, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Outside Garland. Picked by Markkanen. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Allen. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldrin.
Thank you, Kevin. After making the finals 4 straight years from 2015 to 2018, there have been some lean years lately for the Cavaliers. Over the last 3 seasons, they've only won a couple more games than they did in a single season, their title season of 2016. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff says the losing is tough on everybody, but I look forward to the journey ahead. Kevin, back to you.
What do they say, D.A.? The journey is the reward. Thanks. Stolen away. To the middle. It's stolen by Allen. Here's the break. Kicks it out to Markkanen.
2 minutes.
Powell on the double team. To the paint. 5 on the clock. A minute 42 left to play in the first half. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And here's Brunson. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
Well, 1 year at Virginia Tech and 3 more at Florida for Dorian Finney-Smith before going undrafted in 2016.
Well, Greg, you think about it, he also had a year in college, an extra year because he transferred. So that may have scared some teams off, his age and how long he spent in college. But I tell you what, if you're a pro and you've got pro ability and pro attitude, it's going to come out. And he's made an impact in the NBA from day one.
Pass to Mobley. Outside Rondo. To the inside. Over to the left wing. Misses the 3. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
That's his first.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against him. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
And you know you're special when you're drafted 3rd and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career.
Powell with the steal. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Fans, your powerhouse dance team.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Ntilikina. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Marjanovic. And it's sent back by Allen. Spins. Stolen by Garland. Now here's Okoro. It's Allen on the wing. And the shot goes down. Allen's got 9 points.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision, solid at finding open teammates.
And so we conclude the first half. Mavericks ahead, up 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Screen by Kleba. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Back to Kleba. From outside the arc. Mobley with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
It's Dinwiddie, top of the key. Pass to Bertans. Shot clock at 6. Bertans a screen. Dinwiddie.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Plays it up and banks it in. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs. And here is Mobley. Bertans defending. Mobley with it. No good with the layup. Outside, Green. Over to the wing. The shot by Bertans. Nobody around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. The wide open look here for Garland. Hits the three-point bomb. Garland's got his second bucket tonight.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Pass to Bertans. Here's Doncic. And stolen by Love. Inside. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Up top, Garland. 5 points in the game. Wade, right side. Back to Garland. Clock at 6. Here he goes. And it's Osman missing. Mavericks leading by 8. Here's Doncic. Lays it up off the glass. Doncic has got 6.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle and that their offensive end. If you allow him to get that close, he deserves to get scored on.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
Three-pointer, Wade.
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness, and I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
There's really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Substitution for your Cavaliers.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Stolen by Wade.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Mobley. No one near him. And he hits the jumper for 2.
Mobley!
And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But, Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. Into the lane. Here's Allen. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And that's 13 points for Allen.
And, you know, games like this really boost Allen's confidence. I mean, and that feeds on itself. He'll become more aggressive moving forward as a result.
Dallas making a switch here.
Your powerhouse dance team.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Powell.
Got to give it up for Powell now. I mean, he excels at rising off the ground to punch home these alley-oops.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Garland with the bucket.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
To the paint. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Cavaliers ball.
Seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Mobley. Second chance shot. And so it's Dallas heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some
It's the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Shot left block. Here's Love. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
Greg, let me tell you a little known fact about Kevin Love. He played Little League Baseball with Klay Thompson. They've been friends since they were 8.
Imagine if they were teaming up on the court instead of the diamond. Even at 8 years old, that's an inside-out combo that probably could have dominated some high school teams.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Love with a wide-open look. Here's Mobley, and then jammed down right as he goes over Marjanovic.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
Dallas ball.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Timeout, Cleveland.
And it's rare to find a young big man with such an advanced skill set. Mobley can handle the ball like a small forward, has a smooth shot and great range.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. During that last break, I listened in to J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He said if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And as much as Mobley helps you out on the offensive end, Greg, he can get you stops as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's got great instincts with quick reflexes that can slide his feet on the perimeter and has great timing as a shot blocker. I mean, what else do you need?
Spencer.
That one falls. And now it's a 10-point Maverick lead.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Pass to Marjanovic. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Here's Markkanen. Back to Allen. From the arc. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And the Mavericks call time here. And Markkanen out of Finland, Greg, was one of the hot names in free agency this last summer.
And surprisingly, didn't get an extension before the season. Just hard to find 7-footers that could shoot like Markkanen. You knew at least a few teams would try and lure him away.
Mavericks leading by 6. Pass to Kleba. From outside, off the mark. And it's Love with the ball for Cleveland. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Stolen by Brunson. Pulls it up. Offensive rebound. Pass to Bullock. Beyond the arc. Drills the three-pointer. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
You know, that's a real key for Doncic. I mean, when the three-point shot is dropping for him, his guardability goes off the charts.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And they double up Doncic. That 3 off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Out to the wing. High post Allen. Kicks it out to Love. 5 to shoot. Back to Allen. That falls. Great assist by Love. Allen's got 20.
You know, for Allen, to me, guys, it's about getting into a rhythm. And once he does, he's got no problem catching and shooting.
We've got 1:18 left in the game. Now Doncic. And they double up Doncic.
It's really hard to shoot over Allen, which is probably why you shouldn't try to do it.
Brunson with a clean look. Dallas no good that time either. Not a lot of time to get this one back under control.
No, they need to do their work quickly from here on out.
It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Tries yet again. Allen's shot is off. And so here is Dallas. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Back to Doncic. To the middle. Here's Kleba. And Kleba slams it in.
And they came into